Hello and welcome, I'm Liz and this is Random Workings, and we are continuing to make our schedule video. I am doing a bit of graphics, but it's nothing new, so hence why it's not going to be in the making graphics. I am literally just pulling things already created and putting them together. So let's see, bits, plays. Now we need plays, whatever this is again, and whoops. So let's see, focused, and whoops. Let's grab the other ones. Makes happy and laugh and wink. Is his eyes open? No. Laugh and wink. And happy and shocked. Oh, it does. Shocked. Surprise. Right, it's yeah, cool. So let's see, whoops and whoops. 18 10 6 18 10 6 wink, eyes. Right. 1 10 4 5. 1 10 4 5. 1 10 6 7 5. I never did find out what the hiding or hidden thing is. The only thing I can think of is the guides. If I had any guides, I think they're all invisible right now. Wink. 18 10 4 5. Eight and 10 1 3. And happy is 10. Double check that. Yeah. Cool. Because it's going to be covering all of them. Actually, it would make more sense to have them because of the colours. Huh. I didn't think about that, looking at it. Yeah, okay, we'll quickly do that. So, shocked bits. Winky players. Smiling. Right, neutral. Neutral, whoops, wink. Neutral, whoops, wink, surprised. Because I don't, and I didn't realise that would be a good idea. Right, so these are all going to, all of these are going to be 1/8. What 1080. Alright, yes. So everybody this side, then 1080. I'm so confused. Oh, 1810, sorry. That's why you're confusing me. 1810. Right, now we need to fix where they are. 135. Neutral 9, 4, 5. 6, 7, 5. Four, 5. Don't worry, I'll probably have these written down. And 135. There we go, that works with the colours actually. So, that was a bit of a faff on, but that is essentially what I wanted. Let's see, save, export the screen. Nope. Export as PNG. Use artboard. I forget what artboard number this is. Go 9. Use artboard 9. Make sure it's going in the channel. Export it, make sure it's transparent to the backgrounds. That is now saved. Close that, come back here. I'll go grab this. And it will just sit here. Grab the entirety of this. So let's see. Yep. And if you ignore this one, 2, 3. So this is why if I hold these and right click and say make subsequence. There'll be a subsequence of them. I'm just going to call this thumbs. Right click, delete tracks, delete empty. Delete videos and tracks and stuff. It's not going to have any sound. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this line with thumbs. And the reason I do that is because I can mess with things without it actually affecting too much. So I'm going to get thumbs, get that missing content thing again, make that 120, go back here, should be able to extend this to 120 now, yeah, so that'll be behind, and what I can do is I can press on this, I can go to effects and change this to, what was it, 78, then move it down. So I didn't close this one because what I need very quickly is to release this mask and find out what the top of this is. So let's see, I need this one, I need this value. So its value is 215, copy this. And then if I make it so it's 0, 0, or rather 960 because I want it to be in the center, 0. And then I put that value that I had here into here, position. It's not letting me use that value, right? 215. 0.4867. Two 15.4867. 68667. It's defaulted to 5. But you can see, I think it's okay there. If I went into the thumbs and I hide this and lock this, because I don't want that to change, it means anything in the background won't be picked up. I think there is a little bit of space around the back of that, which isn't quite right. So what I'm going to do is there's a little gap on either side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill that back, because I do plan on having this do something more than just slide. It's going to do a little load in and load out sort of position. So I need to get one more picture, which is the channel background one, which I think is already in here actually. But I'm going to hold it, Alt while holding it, and put it there because it'll replace that entire thing. But it means that background will be like that while it's empty. That doesn't quite reach 78, I don't think. There is a little leeway I can give myself. So if I make it 79, it won't fit as nicely, but there won't be that gap. And I'll also pull it up by that half a square. Does the 78 work okay? No, it definitely needs to be a bit bigger. About 5. Yeah. Cool. So, I'm actually going to move these up one space because there's 2 elements that I need to make now in subsequences. And again, time spot, copy this, and date spot. And this is where I need to know the size of these 2 squares, which was 750 by 7.5. I've just opened something else. Don't you just hate it when you have lots of things on your taskbar and you keep pressing them? So they're both going to be 740. Come on, pen. Pencil it is. 740 by 175. One is going to be central at 5820. And one of them is going to be central at 134. And now, the reason I need to know that size is because, and there's that thing I said when I was opening, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into date spot and time spot, and I'm going to click on them, sequence setting, and I'm going to change this frame size to match. So 740 by 175. And that sort of seems odd, but I have a reason for it. Again, I'm going to change this to the background. And then in here, I'm going to put date spot, and I think this is already time spot. Date spot. Did I just put date spot and twice? I put date spot and twice, right? So time spot. And how far can I say this is? 120? 120. Right, what I'm going to do is this time spot. It says content warning on there. It should say dead spot. There we go. Dead spot. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure dead spot is at position 740 and 5. Anchor 00. Sorry. Position 00. This is slightly awkward to find. Let's see, where's my tool? If I click over here, I should be able to see it right. Anchor point 00 means anchor point's in the corner. What I want is I want this to be in the center. Then I want the position to be 740. That's not in the center. Is it because it's picking up the grey there? Oh no, 740 was the middle of the box. What am I talking about? This should be 580 by 20. If this is 0. Yep, right. This 0. And this should be 1340 by 20. Yeah. So the reason I've done that is because I actually want to put whereas I've got this doing a push, I want to have some writing in here that's getting a different type of thing. So let's say 16 seconds. So you'll see that actually the start timer here starts at the 8 seconds. So I'm going to do a 16 point mark, so 16 seconds. I'm going to put a mark, and then I'm just going to do it like that. Yeah. So that should have 4 marks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yep. So I've just been pressing N there, but I could have just put markers in here. I default to this colour. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another graphics effect. Browse. I don't think comment works. No. Basically, I just want to make text actually, so let's just get a piece of text. Get my text tool, type somewhere. Make sure it's Comic Sans. Make sure it's ventral. 100. We'll just get the word mundane for now. Looks a bit blurry, but I'm not surprised, it's quite tiny. Which is the... Actually, we'll go for weirdness. Yeah. Because otherwise I won't get the right size. 100. 110 would probably be too big. Yeah. 105? 105. Well, adjust the stroke and fill ever so slightly. But that'll say Wednesday, and that should be, if I go back here, there. And it looks fairly alright there. I think the reason it's not looking good in here is because it's quite close. So I'm going to make this ever so slightly less, because otherwise it looks a bit too big. Right, and what I'm doing now is pull this to here, Control C, 5, and then I'm just going to tap on it and change the words. Monday, whoops, Perhaps Monday. Was I already in caps? I guess so. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a transition in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Effects, Video Transitions, 3D Motion. I'm going to get this cube spin. I'm going to put it in there. And then I'm going to press on them and say Effect Control, pick 1 or 2 seconds, depending on how quickly one needs to change. For now, I'll leave them at 2 seconds. I'm just going to do this. And what that does is it does a rotation effect. I'm actually going to reverse them. So I'm going to go down and press reverse. Because I want it to go up. And what that means is if I go back to here, and you'll see the markers inside, it's like Monday. And then in about 8 seconds, Tuesday. Now, did I put on the phones? Did I make them 1 second or are they 2? They are 2 seconds. I like the idea of the time date spot going in 1 second. Because otherwise it seems a bit slow. Might even do half a second. Definitely 1 second. Oops. It's fine, I've just closed the original one, which I'm actually going to rename to match the season 3. And then rather than E, I'm going to do W because it'll be week something. And that's something actually I can take off this. I don't need the ratings or contains for this. It's a weekly schedule. Do I put week commencing or do I just do 13? I think I'll just do 13. Weekly schedule, 13%. It should sort of make sense that it's a week commencing. I started messages from there. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'll do a similar thing on the time spot. Copy these into time spot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the front, and instead I'm going to do 8 seconds and then mark it. And I can also just sneak the cut points. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these at the points. And then just put the effects in again. If you don't put the effects in, sometimes the program bugs slightly. Depending on which graphic transition you use. You know what sometimes happens as you just press the arrow. Whereas it seems to have a set direction it picks depending on which way you decide it's going to be going. I don't know how to do these all as a group. And what we're going to do is we're going to write the times instead. So I'm going to put Greenwich time. Each one of these, first one should be 7. Each one of these, the second ones, should be 12. I think in my schedule I do I say that? Yeah. You can see I can just easily change these times if I need to, or I can add more in. Although I might have to make this a bit longer. So that is the date and spot. Date and time technically done. Make it so visible. If we go here, I mean, you can see the cubing isn't very nice. It's just like this horrible sort of, I'm going to make you wider before turning over. So it might actually be better slightly to put them above the channel. I might have to go back over these two. Yeah, I accidentally knocked the ends of the two purple ends, but the point is, they change, and that's what I wanted. So, time spot and date spot are essentially done. I can close them for now. I want to do a little bit more stuff with thumbs. So, I'm going to drag the rest of my thumbs. I think I've got the first 3, so let's just drag these in. I'm just pulling them up because I'm going to try and make the durations longer. And up they go. Yeah, there we go. Delete tracks, delete these. Default. The first 2 will be disappearing because of the transitions, which I need to fix ever so slightly. Because they got cut off while I was pulling things up and down. So, like that will cover that transition, and this will cover that transition. You can see you lose 2 seconds on this end, and about 20 seconds on this end. So that is essentially what I'm going for. There is a slight difference So there is one more thing. Well, there's two more things I technically want to do with the thumbs. There's one thing which I want to add, which is a sound. So I tried to find, if you know what, this is an old piece of technology probably for quite a few people, but if you know what a slide projector is, it's a sort of a projector, if you know what one of them is, and it takes images and sort of moves them around on a belt. So it's like photographs, and it makes a sound every time a photograph is going. I couldn't find one in the YouTube buttons. I had to go looking if I wanted to, but I got a close one with this sound called the sliding glass door. So if I just pull it in here, you might hear it. And that's the sound I want to use for these 2 seconds. So I'm going to zoom in a bit and find the right one. So I want it to unclick, slide, there. That is probably where I want it to be. What I can do is, if I cut this, these two ends and delete the ends. The thing is, I'm not actually deleting that part. I can just pull this back out. So what I want is, I want that about to match this. So I want the push to last a second. I'm just very aware of how time-wise. I want this to center on that timepiece, but I'm not too sure how to do that. So what I need to know is, I need to know how big this is. This is 2 minutes, 2 seconds and a half. So if I minus placement marker minus 1:15 and put that down, that should, if I mark this properly, make it sound like, which that ending wasn't quite right, so I think I cut off the actual sound. Yeah, so let's see, how long is that now? Cut off about a second, or a frame rather. 240 is 120. That's not even on the semi. There. 120. So yeah, so you'll have on each one. I'm just going to put the I only need the first one. I don't need to do the second one. And this actually, I don't think that went right, leads into the next thing I plan on doing. But I think I've run out of time again. Yeah, I've went even a little overboard. So I'm going to stop recording again, and we'll see if we can actually get this finished in the last bit. We'll see if it lasts 30 minutes, but for now, thank you for seeing this through to the end. And if you like what you saw and want some more, why not hit the like button, maybe subscribe, and then check out one of the videos or playlists showing up on the screen. Or why not head over to the channel for even more options. And if you have subscribed, hit the bell on this video or the channel page and get notified every time a new video goes live. But either way, it's bye for now, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!